You see, guys, nobody sat me down and told me that building an AI agency from Nigeria was going to mean me selling to people who have never heard of before or heard of me in the market or don't even know I exist, okay? Or from a country that they were not expecting phone calls to come from. Nobody told me that, and honestly, I would have probably still, started an AI agency. Okay, so my name is Malik Idris, and I'm the founder of LeekAgentive, an AI lead generation agency and an automation agency where we build client acquisitions for real estate agents in the industry, solo companies, and roofing businesses in Australia and US globally. Okay, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you what no one is talking about: building, something like this from this location that I'm in. Okay, that I'm sitting just with my laptop, right? The real thing is, I want you to sit down and watch me tell you this. So let's go. So let me take you back to where all this started. Actually, I wasn't a guy sitting on a laptop with a co-worker in a high tower building or someone who owns a corporate team and started. No, I was not somebody who the bank gave money to actually fund its account to start up an AI agency. No, 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 no. I was a guy with just a laptop and a conviction that AI were going to exponentially, increase businesses on how they get clients and generate more profits. And I knew that most business owners never had the idea of actually using AI or know what is even coming from them. So I started looking at real estate agents specifically first, and these are people who are running their own businesses. Like often they are often solo. They are working insane hourly, losing lead because they are too busy to follow up manually, or they are too busy to revive those leads whenever they are lost. So I thought to myself that that is a problem AI can actually solve completely, not partially, but completely. So I decided to build LeekAgentive around this idea of AI to solve. Now, not for the sake of artificial intelligence, no, but a specific, painful, and expensive problem these guys were actually facing. And it proves it numbers right now in the market, in the industry, when AI has actually involved this industry. So that was actually the beginning and what came after and what nobody warned me about. Okay. You see, the one thing nobody warned me about was about the credibility gap. Okay. The first thing nobody tells you in this industry or starting an AI is that credibility is your biggest obstacle, right? Not skills, not the knowledge of this AI system you have, not even the quality of your product or service you render out. It is your credibility gap when starting something like this. Now, I want you to take an example, and it happened to me also, and this is what I'm giving you. So, in case you're starting the journey, right? So, when you are calling from Nigeria to Australia, that is, you're calling from Nigeria to Australia to this real estate agent, and he never saw you before, he didn't search for you. You were a voice that was just calling from a phone and telling them that you can actually transform your business using AI, and they will start thinking, who is this guy and why should I trust him? Is what is always going to happen. Who is this person? How do we trust this person? How do we trust that this person can actually, transform our business? So you see that gap calling from Nigeria to Australia is a huge gap, okay? Because these people haven't searched for you or heard anything about you in the market. So I'll tell you something aggressively. I had to earn that trust faster than anyone calling from Sydney or New York. So what does this actually mean, or what am I trying to say here? Okay, is that I started building proof before I had a client. I started, building case study, started running content, started trying to build a professional brand, but not a perfect brand, a professional brand, a website that looked like as if I've been into LeekAgentive. LeekAgentive has been into the system, been into the industry. I started building an AI system demo for these guys so that they could actually see how this can actually transform their business. So one thing from me, I'm going to advise that skill was never the problem for me. It was the perception that was the problem. So I had to engineer my way around it. So one thing you need to understand is that your market doesn't care where you are from until they do. Right? What am I saying? Is that there are contradictions that nobody prepares you for. You see, most clients, if you lead with value, you tell them that you're professional, you are genuinely someone who wants to lead with value. They don't care about anything or where you're from, or they don't need to search. They just know that you are the go-to person that can actually transform their business for them. But sometimes it can be very, very, a wide road. Why am I saying it's a wide road? It comes up by, sometimes this client wants to know your accent, okay, your time zone, the location you're from, and you have no choice in that moment. So you have to shrink yourself, or you can own it, right? You have to either shrink yourself or you can own it. So what do I mean by actually owning it? Like, I'm building from Nigeria, and that is not a weakness, okay? That is a story, and the agents and business owners who resonate with this story are going to be the best clients I've ever had, and they are the best clients that I have today in my agency. They realize that they are not just buying into something, they are buying into value. They are just buying into value, right? You need to know this, that your origin is not your obstacle, it is your angle. It is how brave you are enough to use it. So one sincere thing that comes to an AI agency is that you will doubt the whole thing. It's natural, okay? You will doubt it regularly. It is the habit of getting rejected. It's not just in an AI agency, it's in every business. But most people, when they just come into business, they feel that rejection is something that is a big blow. No, rejection means just having an experience. Even right now, I can tell you that one of the biggest companies right now in the world are having rejections. They are getting rejections, okay, but they have grown into it to become better, service providers, better, guys who are actually good at selling their products. Everybody got improved by rejection. I currently right now sitting today with managing client. I still get rejection by running ads, by sending outreach. So when you're starting, volume plays a very big entry for you. It is very, very important. So one thing for me is that I'm not going to sit down here and tell you that building an AI agency has been a straight line for me. No, it hasn't been a straight line. There are days where you send 100 DMs of this kind of volumes and you hear nothing back, nothing sticks. They try to trade and nothing sticks back. And there are also things where you thought when successful and you and the client had a better relationship, and all of a sudden they just go quiet, they just ghost you. There are days where you look at what other people are doing are very massive. They are building from better locations with more resources, with more connections, and you wonder if you're building yours is just real or it's just a convincing profile of yourself. And that is absolutely a doubt. Okay, you have to live with it, right? It's a normal thing for every new entry person in a business. So one thing that really helped me is that I have learned to fight it, okay, and keep moving on. You need to learn how to fight. You need to sit down and look at this as this is part of you. Okay, it's going to be a very rugged line. It's never going to be a straight line. It's always going to be a rugged line. Because if you believe only this one alternative, which is stopping, that is actually where the real failure sets in. That is actually where everything else just delayed the winning. You don't need to stop. You don't need to pause. You just need to keep on moving and just think that this is actually how you're going to live with it and you're going to fight with it. Okay. So there's one thing you need to know is that results physics every of what you have faced. All the credibility problem, all the location problem you're having, all the objection, the hesitation. One result is just going to fix all of it. Just that one client with a strong result becomes a case study for you. That case study be the reason for your next client to actually say yes to you, and the next other client to also say yes to you. Okay, that is the fastest result that's going to be happening to you right now. Okay, so my first strong result was this. I took a broker who went from 10% to 39% in booking rate. That one outcome has one more opening doors for me than ever, or any pitch I've ever pitched before in my life. Okay, because numbers speak in every language. They don't care about your postcode. Okay, so you need to get yourself results. So that is why it's advisable for you to fail fast. Okay, when you fail fast, you have improved more than others. You have moved exactly from point A to point B, right? When you fail, see it as an improvement, see it as an experience, because every day I fail and I stand up. Okay, I've ever stood up whenever I failed. So what am I saying here is that when you fail, get your first result, protect it, document it, and make it a foundation of everything you have ever conquered. So when you're building from Nigeria, North Africa, right? North Africa, West Africa, South Africa, from Africa as a whole, there's this weight to it that people outside don't actually fully understand. You're not trying to make money. No, you are proving that the talent, the intelligence, the vision is here and has always been here. You see something, every client I build, every result I build, every system I build, I deliver is bigger than LeekAgentive. This is a statement. It's a statement, and that is what has been keeping me going on these days that it was hard. Because it's not just about me anymore. Okay, it's about this aura around me, this scenario around me. So let me tell you what's actually working right now, because I don't want this video to just be a motivational video. I want this video to be a useful video for you that gives you value, that moves you from point A to point B, right? So the first changes that actually happened for me was starting content like this. Okay, when I started content, I was doing more content than cold outreach, right? Every video, every poster out on Instagram, every breakdown builds this inbound attraction, this inbound base who already are convinced on what I'm doing right now. So second, I niched down in what I want. Like I was working with real estate agents and industry. I was working with solar companies. I was working with roofing companies, knowing their specific pain points. The more specific, the more faster people and self-quality people you get as your clients, right? So my third part was proof compounds. Okay, one case study becomes into two, two becomes into five, the snowball is slowly rolling over and getting big, right? That is how it works. So the fourth part is what I'm actually going to be explaining to you, okay? This is a truth that nobody wants to hear. When you start growing content, trying to have inbound attraction, you need to have this strong foundation. Mostly important than all I've mentioned, show it up consistently. You need to show up consistently. It matters, okay? Because when you start showing up consistently, we have this rugged line that your video doesn't just wake up in the morning and get viral, get 15k views. No, every piece of content builds a picture of your brand or of your service company name you're running out there, whatever, or your product. Like every video, every picture I'm keeping right there that you're watching right now builds a statement for just not my Leek, but for LeekAgentive also. So what am I talking about is that I want you to keep building. It is far more important for you as a guy, right? Keep building and keep tapping into the best opportunity that have ever come out. Okay, the window is open for anyone out there. You can be in this window and make huge amount of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. Guys are currently making this kind of money. So what is stopping you? Is it the act of failing? Is it the act of seeing people getting to laugh at you? Because it's that I've faced it a lot, and I have guys right now who are still laughing at what I do, but I don't give a fuck about anything. So you need to start to see the opportunity very, very fast. So with that being said, done, okay, if you're watching this video and you're building from anywhere like Nigeria, Africa, or where the world doesn't expect you to build from, or what they have told you that you could never do it, I want you to notice that the gap is real, okay, but it's actually closable. It's actually closable. And the people who closes it are not the one with the more resources, okay? They are not the one with the most resources. They are the ones who refuse to stop even when others were trampling on them. So you keep building. So if you're a business owner watching this video and you want to see how AI can actually revive your client acquisition system and how it looks for your business, the link is in the description. Book a 20-minute call with I and my team, and I will show you exactly how we build this for you and how it fits right into your video, okay? And if this video actually hits different for you, I want you to hit the subscribe button and comment below, because I'm going to be documenting the whole journey and breaking down the AI systems for business owners every single week, okay? So just drop a comment below and we are going to be building AI systems for you. So like I say, where are you building from? I want to know, and I want to see you in the next one. What's up, guys?